Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock Top 10s, where I'm doing a countdown of my own personal picks of the top 10 worst Carnival/Circus horror movies. Honestly, I don't know what the difference is between them both either, but I mean, they both have pretty cool rides, and except for that one you see right there. God, that's horrifying. But yeah, these are my personal picks, the worst of the worst. And let's see if we get this countdown going, because that thing right there is really starting to scare me. With number 10, and it's The Captive Wild Woman, the first in a trilogy of ape woman movies. Number 9 is Part 2, The Jungle Woman. And at number 8 is Jungle Captive. What do these have in common? I'll tell you in a little bit. Number 7 goes to Berserk with Joan Crawford. Boy, that poor woman, just career went right down the toilet. Number 6 goes to Clown Town. They'll rip out your funny bone. Number 5 goes to Carnival of Souls from 1998, a movie that got a lot of picks for worst remake. Number 4 goes to Something Wicked This Way Comes. Still can't believe Walt Disney Pictures helped out with this movie. Number 3 goes to Final Destination 3. One of the worst in the entire series. Number 2 goes to Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Yeah, because I found something worse in this one. It's my number 1 pick, which goes to Howling 6 The Freaks. So there you guys have it, my picks, the top 10 worst Carnival Circus horror movies. And I want to remind you guys, these are the final 13 picks you have for the video game turn movies. And I gotta tell you, in all honesty, 12 of these movies are pretty much needing to be broken into a tie, and one of them is leading. So here are the picks real quick for you. Street Fighter, House of the Dead, Super Mario Brothers, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Doom, Blood Rain 2, Blood Rain 3, Alone in the Dark, In the Name of the King, In the Name of the King 2, and In the Name of the King 3. So, there we go. But yeah, there you guys go. The top 10 worst Carnival Circus horror movies. Howling 6 The Freaks is one of those movies that, that's really when the Howling series didn't get a whole lot better. I mean, people said after Part 2, it really started getting weird, and it really started getting bad. But, I don't know, 3 was decent, 4 was okay, 5 was like, 6 was like, what is this all about? And 7 was just downright horrible. And then I think they did the 8th one, which was called something like The Rebirth, and a lot of people hated that one. So, Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I really wanted to make that one my number 1 pick, but honestly, well, one, it would have been a little too predictable. But then after seeing Howling 6, I went, yeah, this one's worse. It definitely deserves the number 1 spot. Final Destination 3. Again, one of my least favorites in the series. I liked the first one. Part 2 was a little overdoing it a little bit. Part 3 was like, okay, this is just getting ridiculous. The Final Destination, it was okay, but I hated the 3D effects. And Part 5 was like, it was good. I mean, that kind of, Something Wicked This Way Comes, a movie I watched when I was a kid, have not watched it since, and when I found out years later that Walt Disney Pictures had something to do with it, I went, why? I mean, really, why? Carnival Souls from 1998. When I asked you guys for your picks for the top 10 worst remakes, I think that one came pretty close, or it might have made the top 10. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember. But a lot of people said, I was like, yes, Carnival Souls, 1998. God-awful bad movie. And, of course, Wes Craven, he has done some bad horror movies in the past, but I don't know. Clown Town. I've read several reviews on that one, and it's from what the reviews have said, it's a bad movie. I may check it out one of these days and see how really, really bad it was. Berserk with Joan Crawford again. I don't know if they used wire hangers in that movie or not to do what they had to do, but no? Okay, well. But yeah, her career went really downhill pretty quick. I mean, it was like she did another one that people were shocked by. I think it was called Trog or something like that. Yeah, that's when you know your career is pretty much done for. And the Ape Woman series, Jungle Captive, Jungle Woman, and Captive Wild Woman, all pretty bad movies, but yeah. I mean, they're old 50s B movies, and two of them starred a woman who took the name of Aquanetta. The third one was played by somebody else. And it's pretty much all the movies just somehow, some way ended the same, which was really weird. It's like, well, wait a minute, I can have a sequel if it ended that way, and then that way in part two. And I think after the third one, they went, you know what, we're done. We're done with this whole series. Okay, well, I read you guys, showed you guys actually the finals, the last 13. Like I said, 12 of those are pretty much in a tie, and only one is really in the lead pretty good. So I'm counting on you guys to send me whatever pictures you got, or if you want to send top 10 somebody you guys know who'd like to participate and we give their channel a shout out to for that top 10 worst video games turned movies, because that top 10 is going to be up next Tuesday. So Monday at midnight, I'm going to tally up the votes. Next Tuesday during Schlocktoberfest, I'll give you guys the top 10 worst video games turned movies picked by you guys. And of course, Doc Schlock by request number 100. Here are still the picks you guys can pick from: Garbage Pail Kids movie, the original Prom Night, Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, Prom Night 3, The Last Kiss, Zombie Shark, Hell of the Living Dead, Kiss Meets the Phantom, Sometimes They Come Back for More, Clown House, Lawnmower Man 2, Monster Dog, The Forest from 1982, Raiders of the Lost Shark, Poltergeist from last year, and Shark Attack 2. And I'm going to try and do that one probably sometime in November, the 100th one, so that should give you guys a little bit more time. And I'll probably put off the 99th episode to reveal what number 100 is going to be sometime in November. Well, gang, that's going to do it for this little top 10 of the worst Carnival / Circus horror movies. And hey, if you got a top 10 you'd like for me to do for you sometime, send me your top 10 in a message. Any kind you want, man. And of course, there's one I've done before that you sat there and said, I can do better than that. Well, send it to me too. Send me your own version of a top 10 I've done before. Let's see what you guys got picked. Alright, Schlocktoberfest starts this Saturday, so hope you guys can be ready for it. Because I know I am. 30 bad movies and 31 days, and of course the top 10 worst video games turned movies. Well, I've gone on long enough, and seriously, I'm just, that face is gonna haunt my nightmares. Yeah, that one right there. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. Oh. Until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. Couldn't give that thing spray paint or anything? I mean, seriously.